And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mariota hands to Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. gboyzz with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check. Yeah, let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Watch the slant.
Yeah, go, let's go.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Get him.
From the 25 on second down, Foles. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up third down.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. There's Foles. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. A first down carry for Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Back. Where are they, team? Check. One. 3.
Here's Mariota. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3.
61. Matchbox life.
On second down, here's Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 6-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Big stop, let's go. H3, 218, chopper. 3. Mike's phone. Bravo. Hey, let's get in that holes. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. One. Check 9.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go.
Slam.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, echo.
54. Watch 54. You don't want.
Hey, silent one.
Undercrunch.
Check nickel.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
180. Tiger.
Let him know.
What we got?
Kill.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, switch. Mike's 54. Mike's
Great.
all day.
To go.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
One. Check. Crunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Crouch in, spell.
Mariota on 1st down. It's caught. Smith.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota gives to Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Game situation. Let's go. No.
Now Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st down, Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Foles. His throw incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Now Foles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I got you. I got you. He's crashing. He's checking.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
57. Go.
Under.
57. Mike, 57. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, orbit. Yes.
57 to Mike. 57.
Great.
Three buzz. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
On second and 11 now. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
44. So don't say nothing. Quick there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 7-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big run there by Henry. 81 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Here's Mostert. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Switch.
1-1.
Watch twitch.
Again, it's Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, tight end's right.
13.
3 down.
Bravo.
Mike 57.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Caden.
Hey, check Mike 30.
2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I got him. On me. Joker.
Let's go.
Fournette running out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Here we go. 180. 13. Smooth.
Check Mike 39. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, check Mike 39. Hey, get in the weight room.
They'll set up to throw. Jones has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now,
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead's down to 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Showing it, showing it. Here we go.
Fournette running right. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's get it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, Cadence. Double up. Big 80 weapon.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run. Hey, solid one. Check Mike, 54.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this from 46. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Hey, wahoo!
Check Mike 39.
Big.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
It's going to be a long day. He's checking. Crack.
80 weapon.
Where are they, team?
They begin with Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the 41, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, Delta.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Quarterback, don't. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, D-line.
Curl.
From the 24, Foles. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Any day.
Under 10. 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Coming to you. Tiger. 57. Hey, Haywood.
57's the mic.
Now back to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They only needed about 4. 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, check Mike 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. So this